Have you ever done EFT tapping before?
No.
Okay. So this is going to be monkey see, monkey do.
All right, here we go.
60 seconds, scale of 1 to 10. How big is that sphere?
9.
Okay. Even though.
Even though.
Perfect. I, Sheila.
I, Sheila.
Hold all the sphere.
Hold all the sphere.
Got my book.
Got my book.
That's about to come out.
That's about to come
Isn't
out.
going to be received well by the community.
Isn't going to be received well by the community.
I have the sphere that people are going to be let down.
I have this fear people are going to be let down.
As if I've made all of these promises and the book doesn't perform.
As if I've made all these promises and the book doesn't perform.
And I know that it's an amazing book.
And I know that's an amazing book.
And
yet,
I hold all the sphere.
I hold all this fear.
And yet I also love all of the sphere.
And yet I also love all this
I
fear.
accept the sphere.
I accept this fear.
Because it means that I'm stepping forward.
So it means that I'm stepping forward.
And I'm doing it.
And I'm doing it.
Regardless of what people say.
Regardless of what people say.
Tapping on the top of your head, all of this fear.
All of this fear.
That I hold in my body.
That I hold in my body.
Right before this release.
Right before this release.
Tapping right here. All of this fear and embarrassment.
All this fear and embarrassment.
Of what people could say.
Of what people could say.
Tapping right here on the side of the eyes, all of this fear.
All of this fear.
Just really tuning into this fear that you're feeling. Right. Tapping underneath of your eyes, this fear that I'm feeling.
This fear that I'm feeling.
Tapping under your nose, all of this fear.
All of this fear.
Tapping on your chin, this fear.
This fear.
Of the book release.
Of the book release.
Of what people might say.
Of what people might say.
Tapping onto your right here, perfect. Holding on to all of this fear.
Holding on to all of this
And
fear.
then tapping right here if that feels okay for you. And yet.
And yet.
I know the book is awesome.
I know the book is awesome.
People are going to talk.
People are going to talk.
Because that's what people do.
That's what people do.
Tapping your wrists together, but that just means they have their own work to do.
That just means they have their own work to do.
And maybe this book can be a guide to get there.
And maybe this book can be a guide to get there.
All of this fear.
All of this fear.
Just letting go.
Letting go.
Knowing that I did it perfectly.
Knowing that I did it perfectly.
Even if it's imperfect for some people.
Even if it's imperfect for some people.
It's going to be perfect for others.
It's going to be perfect for others.
Just finishing tapping around on all of the points. And then just taking a deep breath in. Releasing and letting go. Let me know if you tune into that same fear.
From here on out.
Yeah, is it still at a 9 or has it
No,
come
I
down
feel a
bit?
little more energized.
And so if you had to put a number on it from 1 to 10, 1 to 9, where's that fear?
I'd say it's a lot less.
Okay.
Kind of not even. It is what it is. I just feel more. You know, it's out there. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for stepping in and doing that.
Do you know what made me interested? You're gonna laugh at this. Do you watch Tori and Dean?
No.
Okay.
I've had it on, but I've never really watched it.
That's where I knew exactly when you said EFT tapping or whatever. Tori went to someone who did it, and I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just really, it was like the same, it was really interesting. And she was saying how much, granted it's Tori spelling, she was saying how much it helped her. I just thought it was interesting.